I'll get the cash. Just meet me in 82.
Sweet. I'll bring the strap on just in case. Yeah, well, maybe I need to get knocked up. Would you do the honours, Max? Just whack off in a sandwich bag, mate. I'll do the rest. Oh! You don't punish the courier. Me and the boys will be forced to do it for you. I didn't tell no one. I'm not a fucking lagger.
I know you're not a lag. Did you think Juice was a lagger? No, she's smart cookie. Yeah.
I'll never take help from a screw with a cock. You're just a crazy, fucked up bitch. Oh, get fucked. Hey! Ah! What's the fucking ankle? But I'm nobody's bitch. Now give me some privacy so I can back one out in peace. Go for your life. Anytime you want to get out of those pricey undies, just let me know.
I was wondering if you can tell me a little bit about that movie and that process. Did you have to audition, and a little bit about that?
Well, during COVID, we couldn't go into audition, into the casting things. So we all had to do these Zoom things online. We had to do self-tapes. And that's okay because you can pick what take you send to the casting, but you don't get feedback and stuff like that. So we were out of COVID, and all of a sudden they keep doing these self-tapes, and this script comes across, and I'm being honest with you, Mark, I didn't know about the Philippou Boys, and also I'm not a horror, I'm a horror wimp. I don't like any movie that scares you. No. So I would not have known about Talk to Me. And in a way, that was a good thing, because had I known the enormity of their success and the enormity of then, I would have been too nervous. Anyway, I did. I asked my agent, can I speak to the director, speaking to the casting director through Zoom, and they said yes. So I did 2 auditions, and you don't get any because of the day. We're in modern day now with social media. Years ago, whenever you used to be asked for a feature film, they used to send you the whole script. Well, now they won't send you that in case it gets out in social media. Yeah. So you only get your audition scene. So I knew nothing else about the film, that it was a feature film, it was the Philippou Boys, Talk to Me, has gone through the roof, 94 million or whatever it made.
Yeah.
But this is the role, and I just went for it. I did 2 callbacks, and then next minute they said, the boys want to talk to you and talk you through the next process. So then I met the boys on Zoom for the first time, and they were mad. What you see in the, have you seen them interviewed? They're crazy.
Oh yeah, they're jesters.
Yeah, Racka boys. They are crazy. Yeah. Well, I love their energy, and I just worked a lot of the time with Anti-Donna boys, and they're just as crazy. So I got on well with them. They asked me to do a few things, and then they gave me the role. And then I realised the enormity of it. And then next minute I was sent to, because it was all secretive of where it was going to be, because everybody wanted to know. So I have never signed a confidentiality clause as big as that. It was 2.5 pages long, but rightly so. And we shot it in Adelaide. And, of course, Sally Hawkins was the lead.
Yeah. Amazing.
Bonkers. Amazing.
You got to work with her a little bit.
Well, we got flown over, and we only had, we were scheduled for 2 hours of rehearsal. And we did a lot of ad-libbing. It was all ad-libbing. And the boys would come up to you with their phone, or whisper in your ear something that's different to what they're doing with Sally.
Oh, interesting.
So that was an interesting way of working. And we ended up doing this improvisation where we were both yelling at one another. And I said, it built up, and she was going, "You don't know what I'm thinking." And I said, "Yes, I fucking do know what you're thinking. And you know, after 3, we'll just say what we're both thinking." And I said, "I think you should go to the smashing room." And she thought I should watch porn. So we said that. Yeah, it was bonkers. And then next minute we're in the car, we're in their car driving to a smashing room, and we had to stay in character for 2.5 hours. But in that process, me and Sally got to know one another as colleagues, you know.
She's an
So
icon, isn't she?
yeah, she was amazing. And we
Yeah.
got on extremely well. And not every actor could do the Philippou shoot
No.
because they're quick, and a lot of it's improvised. So I was very lucky, and I got on incredibly well.
And she kills you with her car.
Yes, yes, I get mowed down.
Yeah. Is that
And
fun when you have to
well, it
die on
was
the screen like that?
amazing. The first day after you sign the contract, the next day I'm taken out to a warehouse out in Melbourne, and they did the prosthesis for the dummy. And
Yeah.
next minute, I'm rushed to a scan place where they're scanning me to make my dummy look like me.
You
And
nailed
when
that
I
role.
saw my dummy on set, it was really confronting seeing my dummy get hit and down. I screamed. I didn't know it was coming. It was amazing. Yeah.
You really nailed that role. You were perfect for that part. And you really didn't know if you were the character, if you were on Sally's side or if you were being set up, or you really didn't know where your character was leading to. And then when you got hit with the car, you're like, oh, she definitely wasn't in on it.
So what did you think? Did you think Wendy was going to save the kids? What was your track?
I was hoping. I knew there was some controversy. I know with these brothers, you never know what to expect. But I'm horrible with guessing these movies. But it was. Did you find it troubling to watch? It was a tough watch. There are some scenes you just kind of have to turn away.
Oh, like I knew the storyline, but going to see the premiere, and I hadn't seen a frame.
You saw it in the theater, and
it was amazing. I sat in the chair with my agent, but he's also my manager is also a great friend. We just sat in silence.
Yeah, it's a tough watch.
Because I went, well, it also was different to talk to me because it was believable that this woman's grief sent her to the dark side. It was so amazing to have Sally Hawkins in that role. And I also went through, the first time in my life, Mark, I had imposter syndrome.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know whether you know what that is. So I didn't, but I thought, why have they picked me? Why me? Why me? Why me? And, of course, when I spoke to the boys and I met them in person, I said to them, why did you pick me? And they go, well, when we saw you, we thought nobody else. And they said, don't worry about imposter syndrome. We had a hit with Talk to Me. We're sitting in our lounge going, holy shit, now we've got to do it again. You know, so it was humbling.
Did they know you from Wentworth? Did they see Wentworth at all?
They saw some of the footage on my show reel, but they hadn't watched it. It was just they went Australia wide, and there was just something in what I did that they liked. So, and they're mad. When I first met them, I said, which one came out first? Because they're twins. And they laughed.
Yeah.
And they went, Michael. That Michael. And I said, yeah. I said, you were the polite one. You said after you. But I reckon they would have been mad in the womb.
I'm thinking they're going to ask you back for future projects. Would you be interested, you think?
Oh, would. In a heartbeat.
Yeah.
And to be fair, July was when we shot, and it was the first anniversary of my mum's passing. And I really missed my mum, and I was struggling.
Yeah.
I was so struggling. And I thought, oh, my mum sent me this. She would hate the genre, but my mum sent me this. So I went over to Adelaide, and it totally distracted me doing a movie. And it wasn't until I got back, I thought, the title, All I want is to bring my mum back. And the title of the film's Bring Her Back. I thought spiritually I was
You know,
meant
I
to.
was I was debating whether to bring that up because I followed you on Instagram. There was video of your mother on there, but I didn't really want to, make this to be a downer. But obviously, she's got to be so proud of you and your accomplishments, and I'm sure she followed you throughout your whole journey, and she seemed like a very sweet, special woman. So I'm glad.
Oh, she was. She was. My mum was a survivor. She lost her dad when she was 5, her mum when she was 9. She was in an orphanage. She lost a twin. She was a twin. In those days, you didn't know why. She was in an orphanage, but she was
Wow.
never bitter.
Yeah.
And she was a beautiful lady. She couldn't watch Wentworth
That was
because
my
she
next
couldn't see
question. I'm
me.
thinking if
No,
she did watch it, she's like, "That's not my daughter. What's going
no,
on
no.
here?
She
I
struggled.
raised you better than that."
Yeah, yeah.
Like, Mom, I'm just
No,
acting. It's not real.
yeah.
Yeah.
She hated that. She hated me swearing.
Yeah.
So,
You probably had a
um,
blast doing all that though.
oh, absolutely.
Having a good
But
time.
she would always say to me, even just before she died, I showed her my new website, and she went, "I'm so proud of you for a girl who struggled to read and write," because I did, and I had dyslexia, and I still have it. But and I wouldn't read and I couldn't write. And she used to say to me, "For a girl who couldn't read and write, I'm so proud of you." And that
Yeah.
stays with me. Um,
You're gonna
Even
make me
now,
cry
I'm
now.
doing a show, and it's kind of like I've got a lot to be thankful for with my parents, because my dad always watched the English comedies, so that's how I learned comic. He
Sure.
named me after his Sally Ann Dawes, which was his favourite actress, and never thinking I'd be an actor, but I am an actor,
Yeah.
so it's quite amazing.
You're
What do you do for a living,
a
Mark?
wedding celebrant and a
Yeah,
RN, and you've brought a lot of joy to a lot of people. So
and what do you do?
I'm a wedding videographer, actually.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, it's not so much the wedding season now, but
No,
I'm a wedding videographer, so that keeps me busy. I live in Washington State. Have you been to Washington State at all, in Seattle area?
I've been to the States. I went to LA, did a road trip to through the desert to Vegas, went down to Mexico, and then another time I came across and did New York and Boston. So that's the only part. And when I first came to America, I wasn't that interested, really. I
Yeah,
went with a
yeah,
friend. I loved it.
you did. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
overwhelming. Yeah.
Oh, it's wonderful. It's, you know, Texas, not sure about Texas.
Not so much Texas. My
Well,
mom
I
lives in
stopped.
Arizona. My mom lives in Arizona. She'll always call me up and she'll go, I'm like, "How hot is it there? How hot is it there?" And she's like, "Oh, it's cooled down. We're down to 115 now." That's a cool down for Arizona. So that's more of a place you visit as opposed to living. All
Well, I
desert
stopped
there.
off at the airport in Texas, and I was only in transit. And I went and got a coffee. And when I sat down, the woman next to me had a pistol in a bag. And
Yep,
then
that's
all
Texas.
of the security had guns. And then I went to the top. Everybody's bag had a pistol in it. And I thought, I reckon I'm the only one in this airport that isn't armed.
Well, they have a lot of big bugs in Texas, so that's probably what they're for. The guns.
Shoot.
I was trying to your character on Wentworth is just it's so heinous, and I always try to find good in like every character. And one good thing I've thought about for your character is you're probably the youth that watch Wentworth probably look at your character and probably less likely want to do crime now, thinking they might get Juicy Lucy as a cellie. So that's probably a good thing. You can pat yourself on the back for that, even though it's just a
Yeah.
TV show. I'm
Don't
thinking,
go don't go to jail
don't
with
go there
Juicy
because you
Lucy.
could get,
Yeah.
yeah, you could get
Yeah, you
Juicy
could.
Lucy.
Exactly. And she'd make you laugh before she rape and pillage you.
Oh my gosh, you had some of the funniest, even though you had a really dark character, you had some of the funniest scenes. Like when you were in the I guess it was the bathroom with Daniel Cormack and Socrates, and your hair is all verklempt and you're all bruised up, and Daniel Cormack slaps your knee and you go, "Ah!" You start to scream out of pain, and boy,
Yeah.
that was some great acting. That was really funny.
And they allowed me to ad lib because I just said, "Oh, fuck off! I want to back one out in private."
Yeah,
That was my line, and they kept it in. I didn't do it often, but occasionally, if I had a line that I thought would sit, and they would allow me to do it, they were very generous like that.
You probably talked about tongue gate all day, so I won't bother you with that. But I am curious if what happened to the tongue? Did they let you take that home with you? The actual
No,
prop?
they've still got that tongue, because the makeup did well. She did an amazing job with that tongue. So no, I didn't keep the tongue. I
No.
didn't keep. No. Thank
Do you
you.
do you still keep in touch with any of the actors from the show?
Yeah. Well, I just was grateful for Kiana because with the Wentworth con, I got to see Danielle in person again.
That's right. Yeah.
And beautiful Nicola De Silva, which she was a gem to me when I came on. She was very friendly and very
Oh,
well. And me and Libby Tanner are good mates now.
Libby,
We
yes.
keep in touch. And I'll see Pamela occasionally because we've got mutual friends, but I haven't seen her in person for a while.
Yeah.
But and Serena, I used to keep in touch with her a bit, and I've talked to Katrina. So yeah, we speak, but mainly Libby. Me and Libby are good mates.
I'm a regular at the cons. Just when I think I'm done, because I've gone to like 7 of them. Just when I think I'm done, Kiana pulls something out of her hat. I'm like, I gotta keep going. They're just unbelievable. And one of the I guess it's kind of a minor drawback for the repeats is we want to see some new faces in the
Yeah.
States. And I know there's, it's the process with the visa and scheduling and so forth. But I know you do have a big fan base in the States, and we would really like you to come to a convention in the near future. We're really
We
hoping.
are working on it. We are definitely working on it
Good.
because I would love to come. I've got a huge fan base in the States. Canada will fly over, and people from Japan will fly over. So, and if I do come, Mark, you'll have to come because I want to meet you in person. Yeah.
Oh, I'm a big fan. Yeah. There's only a few characters stick out for me, but there was something about your acting and your character that just, not that I envy your character, I envy you as a as a person. I've just
you wouldn't want to share a tent with Juicy Lucy.
No, I don't think so. Just the female,
we found good in her though.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Thanks, Kiana.
We're working on it. We are.
I know.
I reached out to Sal maybe a couple weeks ago and asked if I can get her passport so I can submit for her visa. So
we know you're trying hard.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'll be in Chicago. I look forward to seeing you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Awesome. And have a Merry Christmas, darling. And thank you for
too.
This.
I love you very much. Have a great night.
Yeah, same here. Bye-bye, sweetheart. Bye-bye.
Appreciate you.